Hey there, Joy here from the blog Aging Well with Joy. On my blog and on this channel, we discuss beauty and wellness for middle-aged women. If that's you, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Today, I'm doing a review for you of the Revlon Illuminance Skin Caring Foundation. For reference, I am 46 years old and I have extremely dry skin. I picked this foundation up for a makeup video that I was going to be doing, and I honestly wasn't sure what to expect because I don't actually own any foundations from Revlon. And I do have favorite foundations from both Maybelline and L'Oreal. So I was curious if I could find one from Revlon as well. This is Revlon's latest foundation release for 2023. And it is touted as being makeup and skincare in one. This has 5% squalene and hyaluronic acid, so that's where you get the skincare piece of that. They say that this blurs imperfections and leaves the skin looking naturally radiant. It reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles within 4 weeks. So my guess is that the reason the wrinkles look reduced in appearance is because of the squalene and hyaluronic acid being hydrating. So of course, as you hydrate your wrinkles, they are going to look less deep, less wrinkly. So I have not been wearing this for 4 weeks yet, so I cannot testify to what it does for the lines and wrinkles. However, let's see what else they say here. They say it's infused with botanical antioxidants. They say that it is medium coverage and that it is available in 28 buildable shades. Now, my Walgreens had a really small selection of these. They did not have all 28 shades. So I grabbed this shade, and when I tested it on my hand, I was like, oh no, this is way too pink. But it actually works on my face. I'm quite happy with it. This is the shade. I am in shade 109. So, okay, here are my thoughts. I love this foundation. I didn't think I would, but I really do. The first reason I love it is because it goes on so easily and so smoothly. It's barely any work at all. Like, you just put it on and you can I've applied it with my fingers, I've applied it with a brush, I've applied it with a sponge. It just goes on so nicely. I'm assuming that some of that is because of the squalane in it, but it just goes on your skin so nicely. Now, although they say that this is medium coverage, I didn't actually find this to be medium coverage. I feel like this is a much more skin-like foundation, at least on my skin. Now, I do apply my foundation in very light layers because I have such mature skin. I also have very dry skin, so I have to be really careful with foundation that it doesn't look cakey on my skin. So I wear one light layer of this most days. Now, the first day I wore it, I tested it without a primer. So I wore just the foundation. But I put it on about 7 in the morning. Now by noontime, I did have some breakdown around my nose area and a little bit in my chin. So there was a little bit of breakdown. However, I hadn't worn any primer and I also didn't conceal in those areas. So there was nothing there to kind of help hold this on. And those are the areas that if I'm going to get oily at all, which I wouldn't even call it oily, but if it's going to break down, those are the areas that it would happen in. So I wasn't really disappointed with the product for that. Now the following days, I wore it over my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And those days, it stayed in place all day and I didn't notice any breakdown throughout the day. You know, there were a few areas where my skin was definitely looking more like my skin than that I had anything on. But again, I applied a light layer. I think this is very skin-like to begin with. So that did not bother me. Now, this is not a foundation that I would reach for if I had a special meeting or a special event that I really wanted to look like I was wearing makeup for. This is the kind of foundation that I would recommend for everyday wear. So going to work or running errands on the weekends, this is the kind of foundation that I just will continue wearing in my everyday life. I did find that I was able to build it out a little bit more along my cheeks where I get redness. So I do think it's buildable. I do think you can get more than just a skin light look with this. However, I personally only do that in this area where I get a lot of redness. But overall, guys, I really loved this foundation. I was surprised how much I liked it. You know, It goes on like a dream. It's so easy and fast to apply. I don't think I've ever had a foundation that's so easy to apply, actually. Gives a beautiful skin-like finish to your skin. And worn over a primer, it appeared to last most of the day for me. So there you have it, another really great drugstore foundation. I just love good, affordable makeup. I hope you found this helpful if you are looking for a good drugstore foundation. Thanks for joining me and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.